She's stuck inside my mental. She got a body like a temple. Even though she drives me crazy, I tell everyone that's my baby. She's pretty like a 4K sunset. Blue-eyed baby from the Midwest. Body so bad when she undressed.
You know that you are. She's stuck inside my mental. She got a body like a temple. Even though she drives me crazy. I'm so glad this is my baby. Damn.
That was too much.
No, you good.
Okay.
How are you?
I am good, and I'm also beautiful.
Anyways,
And we are
together real bad. I gotta ask you, how are you before we do the introduction?
I didn't say you couldn't. I just ran with it.
Okay.
You could have just skated over it. I just went with it.
This looks bad.
It looks bad.
I just need to take this stuff back home. Episode 2.
Oh, that's loud.
Oh, my bad.
Jesus Christ.
Let me turn you down a little bit. Episode 2. Well,
Is
no,
it
the second episode
second toad.
The second episode in the studio. Because why? Haven't taken the stuff home yet.
Yeah. We've been busy though.
Yeah, sorry about last week. We just could not get it together to record a podcast. That's just point blank, period.
I'm not sorry.
Every week I'm thinking, do you still want to do this? Because you make little remarks that
I just
point
feel
towards
like
you
people understand that life happens. So why do we always have to apologize for life happening?
Yeah, life happens, but also like when you have a obligation, quote unquote obligation to do something for people, you want to try to like your best to uphold that. And like if your kid just don't go to school, that's not okay. I know it's not the same thing,
Right.
but I'm just likening it. I'm just likening it to something where you're obligated to do something. So, I can't apologize to people.
I didn't say you can't apologize. I said I don't feel sorry.
Okay.
You apologize. You feel sorry. I don't feel sorry.
Well, I don't feel sorry. I do feel apologetic. Different.
I feel like that's a difference.
Yeah. Okay. Fair enough. Anyway. You good?
My lips are dry.
Okay.
A little pilly, a little pilly.
It is a little bit.
I know.
Okay.
I have this one dry patch on my lip.
Carmex.
No, Jesus, no.
Why? What's wrong with Carmex?
Burn my lips off. I used to use Carmex back in the day.
You probably might need it though. It'll get all the. Anyway, how are you?
I'm good. Still exhausted. Jesus, like after you pass a certain age, you really just.
Here you go. Oh my God.
Like things really do change.
I try to tell you that.
I'm in a transition period for sure. Like it takes me a long time to recover from anything, I feel like now. And from a weekend of the grand opening to competition this weekend that I just finished, and then I'm going straight into another competition this upcoming weekend. There's just not enough hours to sleep, I feel. Like I could have stayed asleep if you didn't tap me.
Well, I used to sleep like that, but obviously I don't really sleep like that anymore. I get sleep, but I can't sleep for hours and hours and hours. Like even my naps that used to be like 2 hours are now like 20 minutes max, 30 maybe.
That's how long it take me to go to sleep.
And I fall asleep fast. So, yeah, there's more to come. You just stay tuned when you get into your 40s.
Oh, goody. Can't wait.
I mean, there's a lot of good, but there's some stuff that you got to adjust to as well, especially just like knowing your body. You just begin to know in my opinion, in my experience, I should say, you just begin to know your body more.
Yeah.
And what it needs and what it can't take and what you need to do to make sure you're okay. And a lot of that I discovered is staying hydrated. is a big one, especially when it comes to dealing with being tired and stuff. And for me, what I eat the night before dictates how I feel the next day. Like the not yesterday, but the day before yesterday, I was like sluggish, but we kind of ate crappy. But I had like yesterday, like quinoa and kale, and I felt great this morning. So it's just stuff that you just have to adjust to as you get older and figure out what works for you, and it'll be fine.
Yeah, clearly. I'm still learning. I'm in the learning stages of this
For sure.
transition period.
For sure. I mean, you will continue to learn because I feel like every decade is going to be something different to deal with as you get older.
Yeah.
So,
how are you?
I'm okay. We had the grand opening, like you said. It was fun. I mean, it was the most stressful thing that I probably have ever done, and that is outside, and that's including starting businesses. That thing was stressful. Like trying to,
I was about to say, what was stressful about it for you?
getting everything together, making sure to promote it, letting people know what the schedule was, making sure all the vendors were going to come, securing the space, the day of, running around and getting everything, trying to be in 2 places at once, sometimes 3. I mean, it's just a lot that goes into it, and it's a lot of stuff that you probably didn't even realize that had to be done. You know what I'm saying?
Until
So
you got to the point where it needed to get done.
yeah. Excuse me. So it was just, I mean, event planning is a lot in general. But to plan it for your own business when you just want everything to go well, like all of the money that we spent, as basically marketing dollars, it's just a lot.
Yeah.
And people showed up, not as many as I would have liked, but that's okay because I still feel like the people that were there like had a really good time.
Yeah. I
And
think
so,
everybody, even us, like had a good time.
yeah.
Like when you're planning events, I feel like the most stressful part is usually during the event where you're trying to make sure everything is on the timeline and is happening when it needs to happen and how it should happen. But I didn't feel that during our grand opening. I didn't feel that the stress during the event like normal people would.
I mean, I did. I mean, I did to a degree.
Okay, so let me say this. I was very overwhelmed at the beginning because we had open studios.
Yeah.
And I was taking our appointments and walk-ins at the time, and I was there by myself. And so was at the time still getting used to, and we kind of are still kind of getting used to our booking site, which is Gloss Genius. And
not pub them, and they not paying us nothing. We'll put a referral link in the show notes.
Oh wow. So our booking site, and then also our database that we use to get our pricing for our custom grills.
Yeah,
like I was still, our pricing tool. So I was still used to learning that. So I was like calling Christy, trying to figure out like if am I doing it right? And she was also busy during that time and couldn't answer the phone when I needed her to. So I was like overwhelmed in that point. And then there was another time I was a little bit overwhelmed, or I guess maybe stressing a little bit. We were supposed to have a a beginner's grill making class demo that was supposed to start at 5:30. I didn't finish with our appointments until 5:35. And then my sister helped me set up the space for the class, and then we went downstairs to like, I guess, gather the people who were supposed to be doing the class. So we went downstairs and everybody was just chilling. Like you had music playing, we had our character artists, we had a bunch of different vendors everywhere. Food, drinks. Oh, that was another thing. I had to make the drinks. And at this point, the event had already started, so they got food out and everything, but the drinks weren't made. So I had to hurry up and batch the drinks, which thanks to ChatGPT, made it super easy for me to just hurry up and just throw the stuff in the bucket to prepare the batched cocktails, which turned out really good. And then I was also like entertaining guests, like making sure like they were good, people that I invited personally, who came to support us and wanted to make sure that they were good. By this time, it's 6:30. And Ace is talking about, oh, let's go get our tattoos. It's going to take like 35 minutes. I'm like, but the grills class.
So I think we should have just bought everything downstairs because I think people would have participated. I think it was a bit of a chore to get people to come upstairs and then kind of be away from what was going on. I realized you wanted them to kind of like be in the space and have that experience, but I just think for this, especially hindsight for this, it would have gone over if it were downstairs. And people could have just been like, oh, okay, cool, I'm down here, I'm gonna do it. But taking people away from the festivities for
Yeah.
other people, that's tough for some people.
I would agree. In hindsight, it probably would have been best to be downstairs because I realized being down there for the time that I was, like, I didn't want to go back upstairs.
Yeah, right.
So, but yeah, my biggest concern prior to the event was making sure that people got the experience that I kind of wanted to give within the space that we were going to have this class, so that I can get feedback on what worked, what didn't work for people, and yada yada yada.
Yeah.
Long story short, we did not do the girls class. So, and I was fine with it, honestly. I was fine with it.
But we did get our tattoos, and we didn't get home till like 2 o'clock in the
Bruh.
morning. But she
Thanks
was
to Gloria.
Glow Ink Babe on
Glow Ink Babe.
Bay. Yeah, Glow Ink Babe on Instagram. Yeah, she stayed up and
Yeah.
did like 4 tattoos.
She was our tattoo artist for the event.
3, 4. She did 5 tattoos, small ones.
We finished the event, got everything cleaned up. Thanks to our family and friends that helped us out for the event. We went upstairs to Glow's shop and we stayed there for another 3 hours getting tattoos since we weren't able to get it during the event. And like, that's my new tattoo artist.
Yeah, she's super
care.
dope. Glow Ink Bay, 312 Tattoo Studio, I think is their Instagram. She does really good work. I mean, even our flash tattoos, I think, look really awesome. And then just to see things that are on her Instagram, she does fine line work, which is really cool. So we both plan on probably getting some large piece of something. I've been thinking about getting like my leg or thigh or like a half leg sleeve done.
Yes. You look good with a half leg sleeve. Just the bottom half, right?
I don't know. I was thinking like top.
No, bottom.
Because then like when I have on, maybe.
I think you should get the bottom leg sleeve and then like have like a little,
this pain on my ankle part.
She a little baby when it comes to pain.
And I'm trying to.
We got the same tattoo in the same spot, and she was cringing so hard when she was getting hers.
Yeah. Also,
JJ.
Also,
Jem Junkies.
We did. Also, keep in mind, this isn't where I usually get tattoos. I usually get tattoos on this arm. This was fine. This on the bone, okay. I mean, I sat through it.
Yeah, didn't say you didn't sit through
cringe. It was painful. Gymnast.
She was worried about me and whether it was going to hurt me or not.
No, it wasn't.
Yes,
I was worried about me.
No, I'm talking about when it was my turn.
On the bone.
Jeez. Either way, it didn't hurt that bad at all. I was just like, oh, okay. For me, it just feels like someone's scratching at my skin.
Okay, well, hey, we have different pain tolerances. I've had tattoos all over, and this one on my ankle, on my left ankle, was extremely painful as well. But I sat through it. Those are just...
You definitely have more tattoos, or I would say bigger tattoos than me. But I have some in like really sensitive spots. And so I guess I was like channeling those times where it kind of hurt, like on my sternum or the inside of my arm here or on my collarbone. Like those are on my wrist too. Those are very sensitive spots. So I guess, having tattoos previously in those areas, like that didn't hurt as bad.
Whatever.
Just saying.
Whatever. Anyway, do you have a positive something that you want to interject in place of the coming out that update that you used to do? It's been a while. I can't remember what it was.
The last time we had
rewind.
Oh.
I met your mom.
Right, that's the coming out part.
Okay, but it's not coming out anymore.
No, but it's
called something else.
Right, we called it something else. You just ruined the whole little thing.
I didn't know.
I was in the middle of saying it. You just like rewind.
You could have been like, you met my mom.
I didn't get there.
No, you put the punchline first and then you give the story. You catch people with the punchline and then you give the story.
So what's your punchline since you interrupted?
I met your mom, and then you chime in.
Y'all see this? Y'all hear this?
Ain't nothing to see or hear. It is what it is.
This. All right. So yes, coming out update. Ace met my mom, which was
because every time I tell my story, you stop me and say you're not telling it right.
Okay, but no, but this is truly your story because during the time of you meeting my mom, what was I doing?
Probably tooth gem or something.
Yes, I was doing a tooth gem. So my back was towards you guys, and I only had my ear to the conversation. So, from your perspective, how was it for you?
It was fine, and I didn't think it was ever not gonna be fine. I think it was just a process of people, not people, but I just think it was just a process of your mom being ready and okay, and maybe being in, excuse me, a situation where maybe she didn't have to sit in it as long, like a dinner or something. So it was probably kind of perfect for her. But she came upstairs. She knew who I was. I mean, because podcast,
right?
I don't know where that came from.
What she's referring to is my mom had mentioned something very like sly. No, I'm just giving people the backstory of that part.
Okay.
My mom had mentioned on the slide something about our podcast, and I told Ace about it, and we were just like, how does she even know about our podcast?
It came across her timeline. That's how she know. I guarantee you.
I don't know.
Either that or somebody told her. Like, I saw your daughter online on the pod. The world is too small for her not to know. So, yeah.
Yeah, so you were saying she knows what you look like.
And so she just came in and I think she hugged Chanel first and then came in. It was like, I'm Christy. And I think she introduced herself. It's Claudia, maybe? Miss Stevens?
Her last name is
Stevenson. I can't remember. Anyway, I gave her a side hug because no other reason than I'm typically taller than most people, and the side hug is easier than doing the bend down, like the regular like hug. So gave her a little side hug, gave her a little, a little squeeze with the hand. Said it was nice to meet you, and she introduced me to, what was the other guy's name?
Kevin.
They were going to the Bulls game. Gave him a good hearty handshake and said it was nice to meet you, and then that was it. And I said, do you guys want to sit down? He's, oh no, we can't stay, we're gonna head to the Bulls game. Okay. And I said okay, and I kind of, by that time I think you were done doing what you were doing, and then you were talking to her.
Yeah. So from my perspective, yes, I was doing a gym at the time, and so I do remember hearing A saying like, "Hi, I'm Christy," and then I turned around to look, I guess just to see my mom's reaction. And that's when like she had her hands out and she had like this smirk on her face, like reaching for a hug. That's what I saw. And I know that face. So like I was like, okay, this is
what that mean?
No. Like her friendly, like face or whatever.
Tell me something.
So it was just nice that it went well, very smooth, very authentic, and I want to use the word unplanned, but it's not like it wasn't planned, but it's not like it was planned.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It was good. So now I got to try and get her to come out to dinner.
Yeah.
With, I don't know, but I'm gonna sit next to her so I can chat her up.
And then the next day, either the next day or the day after that, she sent me a text message saying that she was really proud of me and us and wishing us the best of luck, basically, and saying that it was really nice to meet you, which I thought was really nice that she brought that back up.
Now, is this a default answer that she's said before when she's met any of your significant others?
No.
Or, okay.
I don't think, because there's never ever been a hesitation of introducing anyone to my mom. Like I used to just bring people over all the time because I needed my family to vet whoever I was dating. And by vet, like I mean like, how do you guys interact with each other? Because I am a family person, so I want to make sure that everybody is cool, everybody is gelling. So I used to bring people around all the time, but there was never like a conversation after the fact of like my mom saying, "Oh, it was really nice to meet so and so." So,
I'm special a little bit.
You are special a little bit.
Okay.
So that's the coming out update.
Okay. Pop culture.
I don't really have a whole lot for pop culture. Don't say nothing. I don't really have a whole lot for pop culture because honestly, I didn't do research on anything. But I can talk about the Olympics because we have been watching them, and we can talk about ice skating and curling.
Yes. So 2 things.
You want to talk about that white man?
Yes, like Ilya. Making all that noise. Super cool, very talented skater. His nickname is the Quad God, and that dude got it. He's quad sow cow, quad toe loop, all the different jumps that they have in figure skating.
So can I say it really quick? I didn't understand his nickname, so I'm looking at his actual quads, like Quad God is because he got big quad muscles, like he can actually jump really high, which allows him to create these difficult jumps. So the whole time I'm looking at his quads. I didn't know that it was actual the really resolution in
the jump. You never really watched skating.
No, okay. I mean I do, but I'm not in detail to where I'm trying to figure out what they talking about or what they're doing. I'm just looking to see the dance and how they move on the ice. I'm not looking to count how many twists they do in the air. It's not gymnastics for me,
I feel it. Yeah. Where was I going? Saria Bonali. So they dubbed this guy, this Caucasian male, as the first person to do a backflip in the Olympics, I believe. And of course, the African American community, especially people around my age that remember Saria Bonali and older, I think she was in maybe the 98 Olympics, maybe. She actually was the first person to do a backflip and landed on one foot in the Olympics. At that time, this particular move was banned from the Olympics. You could not do it. But I believe the story goes is that she was like really, really good, like light years ahead of everybody else. She's also a very dark-skinned young woman then, and there was a lot of bias against her with the judges, apparently.
What year was it you said?
I think it was 98. I remember watching her skate, actually. And so there was a lot of bias against her, and I believe she was going to lose. And so in order to redeem herself or to like put her stamp on the skating world, she did this illegal backflips, and she was going to lose anyway. And it kind of worked because that's what people remember her for is being this very dark complected Black woman who was a little, I don't know if the proper term that I want to use is surly. I don't think that's it, but she was a little like she was just
built.
No, not a physical characteristic, but like a character, like a character trait. Like she was just very unapologetic, I guess is the word. Very in your face, still respectful, but she was going to be who she was going to be. And that was part of that, like that backflip. And so to now 20 some odd years later, for them to say, oh, is the first person to do a backflip? No, that's not the case. That's just the narrative that people are putting out there. Just like, they're literally trying to wipe out Black history. And that's part of it. So
it's crazy.
Yeah, it's insane. And I mean, although I don't think they said much on mainstream TV, the internet was full of, he wasn't the first person to do it. Maybe he was the first person to do it legally because they just legalized it last year, I think, but he was not the first person to do it. And they probably legalized it knowing that he could do it.
So that he could do
it. Right? So that was the kind of the first thing. And the second thing was the curling, which I got everybody that was in the house into.
You didn't get.
I did.
You did not get us into it.
I got Laren and Twin into it though.
You did. I mean, I was into it too, but then I realized this is the game that I dominate in on Game Pigeon. So I already like the sport without knowing I like the sport. Anybody I play with? You talking about
we
who?
get it.
Anybody
okay,
I
come
play
on,
with?
send an invite, bro. Send an
Okay,
invite.
I'll send an invite.
So we watched the mixed doubles curling, and I watched the women's Olympics the other day, or the women's team against Canada. They won, and they hadn't won in like 9 Olympic cycles against Canada. The men lost. And so it was just really cool to sit there and watch people try and strategize and think like ahead. And I love stuff like that, like checkers and chess and Connect Four. I like
I'm not great at that,
all of that. I love all that. So to just try and figure out, are they gonna do this to bump it this way? It's awesome. Cause so it's like if people don't know, it's like a combination of pool, chess in a way, and skating or ice hockey. I don't even know.
I was gonna say ice hockey, but not so much because they don't have stick. Well, they got sticks, but they're trying to sweep the ice.
Yeah.
So
I don't know. I like it.
Yeah,
I wouldn't
I
mind
like it too.
trying to play around if it's not so cold.
Where are we gonna do that at?
There's
Wyoming?
No, there's curling here.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I've seen it before.
Oh, I would love to do that.
Yep, we can look into it.
Yeah, let's look into it. I would love to do that. I like
suck because I can't skate, but you know.
You can't. But you get to wear like flat shoes. It's not like you're on like blades or anything.
Still scared. I don't want to follow my butt. I'm gonna get me one of those turtles we talked about that old girl had when we were
in Denver.
Yeah.
Along with curling, there was some scandal that one team called out Canada for cheating in curling. For tapping, for like as he released the stone, he tapped it more with his finger, and a team called them out on it.
I don't know the rules, so I guess it's against the rule. Like you have to like release it and let it go.
Yeah, but he released it, and then like pushed it further with his finger. So that was like a big thing, and I thought that was funny. So I saw
curling scandal is
curling scandal. Oh my goodness, a curling scandal. Who would have thunk it?
I don't know. Okay, moving along because we got things to do. Black Business Spotlight. So at our spot for Jem Junkies, which is going well, I think. Let's sidetrack by saying we had like 4 unplanned tooth gem visits this past weekend, so that was pretty awesome. We made rent.
And then
already. And then some. So that's the goal right now is to just keep making rent and then grow from there. So as long as we're making rent, of course we want to pay ourselves and overhead and all that. But as long as we're making rent, I'm at peace. I'm not even gonna lie. But across from us, so in Lacuna by Catalyst, it is a warehouse full of businesses, and one of the businesses across from us is called Specialized Wellness Concepts. I believe one of the owners, or at least, she's the administrative manager. Her name is Antoinette Tony Adams. They are a massage therapist or massage therapy place, a masseuse, if you will. They do massages, damn it. We have yet to have one. I do plan on getting one, and just seeing, testing the waters and see how it is. Cause I love me a good rough ass massage, like beat me with a bamboo stick.
Rough ass massage. Have you ever had a Thai massage?
I've had a bamboo stick one, which only reason I didn't like that is because she started rolling that thing over my shins, and I was like, oh my God.
The bone or the muscle?
Bone, the front and the back. So like on the side, like this, and I'm feeling it on like my shin, and I didn't really like that. But my favorite massage that I've ever had was a hot stone massage on Carnival Cruise.
Speaking of, we need to go to spa. What's that place called?
That's your spot.
King Spa.
Oh yeah,
King Spa. I really want to go to King Spa.
It's
but yes,
be a day when you're.
I know. They open 24 hours though, so
Yeah, but you get off at 9:00 and going?
Yeah, and the dogs will be fine. We'll be there for over the night and then wake up and then.
When we gonna do that?
I don't know. I'm just saying, like,
Okay.
that's a possibility. Like, that's something that you can do.
Okay. So, yeah, that's about Black Business Spotlight. Again, specialized wellness concepts. I'm sure you can Google it. Well, no, let me not say that because I know they were having problems with their website, but their email is swcpllc.ta@gmail.com. We got to get them a vanity email. But yeah, that's the Black Business Spotlight.
Right.
Anything else that you want to say before we head into our main topic?
I don't think there is anything. Yeah, I don't have anything.
Okay, cool. So this topic is, as you know, I don't come up with the names until I post it. But this topic is surrounding boundaries within our relationship, within relationships in general, and mainly speaking of romantic relationships. And I think I came up with this. I'd been like, while we were off, it just like whatever, if we were having little tiffs or if we were talking about things, I would just jot them down. And this one, I think you might have said something to me like, it's okay to say no, or you can say no if you want to, or something along those lines. This wasn't anything bad. And so it just made me think like, this would probably be a good topic because I feel like sometimes I have a hard time. Sometimes, depending on what it is, I have a hard time saying no. But other times it's like, no, I'm not getting ready to do that because I don't feel like it. And so I just wanted to, I guess, just have a conversation surrounding like, if you say no to your partner, what does that look like? What does that mean? Does it feel safe? Is it the end all be all? Should it be the end all be all? And just kind of explore what that means. And so let me find our first question here.
Well, I can, while you find the first question, I know what you're talking about as far as like what was said during this time. That's when I said you can say no.
What was it? Because I honestly don't remember.
We were on the couch and we had just, had some gardening done.
We were
gardening.
We were doing some gardening. Okay.
We were doing some gardening and we had just finished eating and I was on the couch and I was letting you know like I was in the mood. And you, instead of saying no, you just like put your arm around me and just like hug me or whatever and like started to fall asleep or not. You didn't start to fall asleep quite yet at this time, but you gave me like a kiss on my arm because you were like laying on my side. And then I was like, do you want to like whatever? And you wouldn't say no. You just like, just kept hugging me and like talking about other stuff. And then you was like saying like you were tired. And that's when I was like,
happens after gardening
right.
for me.
And then I said, you can say no, just tell me no, but don't be passive about it. That's what it was.
I don't know if it was because I've had this list for a while, but that is a very good example of it. And I think part of it is just replaying past instances in my head and not wanting the same outcome. And so, saying no at that moment felt like I didn't want you to feel like you were being rejected by me totally, because that's not the case. That's never the case. I didn't want you to feel unloved. I didn't want you to feel unwanted. I didn't want you to have any negative feelings associated with intimacy when it comes to us, or just period. And so by not saying anything, like I was trying to let you know, like holding your hand and all that, like, yes, I do. I want to. However, I cannot stay awake.
But she didn't say this.
Very hard for me to say that in that instance, because again, I didn't want you to feel rejected or feel any kind of way about it. So, I mean, that, and I always say this, like, even though we communicate pretty good on the podcast, it's still hard for me to sometimes communicate and say things just like in our everyday life, because I don't want to cause any pain or any like bad thoughts or feelings for you. And then sometimes it's hard for me to communicate because I don't want to say something and be a jackass and I can't take it back, because that's very easy for me to do as well. To just say some shit because I in the moment am frustrated, and want you to feel my frustration. I don't want to operate like that. So a lot of times that's a reason why I don't say anything, or I'm quiet, or it's hard for me to say no. On the flip side too, sometimes it's hard to say yes. Like, babe, can you go get so? Sometimes, man, I don't feel like it. And other times I'll be like, okay. And for me, it is, especially depending on what it is, it's like, if, and I don't know if we've talked about this before, if it's not in my plans, it's so hard for me to step away from what I had planned on doing, sometimes for the day, sometimes in the moment. It's very, very difficult for me. I'm just not I'm not accustomed to change like that. I feel like it throws off everything. I'm not saying it's right. It's just, how I am right now.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Yeah, no, I feel like with me, I'm used to pivoting and finding a different way. I used to always call myself a problem solver in that sense, because there are other ways around doing things. So I feel like that it's easier for me to do that than it is for you to pivot and switch up something that you didn't have planned prior to.
For sure. It it's so hard, extremely hard. I don't know why. I feel like because I was, until I started working for myself, so used to everything being get up, go to work, eat, you're there, lunch, nap, leave work, go to the gym, from the gym, eat, go to sleep. That was like my whole life for, and I just knew what was going to happen. But now, having some additional time in my life, because, from working for myself, I kind of have my day planned out. And if that is screwed up in any way, I just feel like it throws me off so much. So, I mean, it's something that I can definitely work on, especially if it's, if you're just asking me to do little stuff here and there, which you really don't. But if you do, just biting the bullet and doing it just to help out. But I try to, because I do realize I have more time and that you're going to work every day, I try to do as much as possible to kind of help with that. But yeah, I
Well,
digress.
shoot, let's talk about that too, because we had a moment where you were feeling overwhelmed and you brought up to me that you wanted me to do more stuff like stop and get dog food, or go grocery shopping after I get off of work, and all those things. And I guess my argument back to that was that you have more time to do those things. When I get off of work at 9 o'clock at night, I trying to hurry up and get home to you. I'm not trying to go grocery shopping at 9 o'clock at night. Not only is that, not necessarily convenient, which it isn't, but also too, it can be considered unsafe.
And then what did I say in response to that?
You were in agreement to it.
But I also said it can be done
during my lunch or something like that.
I said also, like, before work. Like, if you see or notice that I'm overwhelmed, or you've heard me say I'm overwhelmed, a lot of times I'll be like, oh, I got a lot going on. You can get up at 8 o'clock in the morning, go to the grocery store, grab a few things, and come back, put them in the refrigerator. Or before you go to work, stop at the Pet Supplies Plus, grab the dog food, throw it in the car. So that was my process. That was my thought, because I felt like you would be mentioning stuff for me to do it. And I'm like, that's not on I can't. Right now in this moment, I don't have the capacity to do it, or I don't want to hear about it because I have so much going on, or I do have, things that I need to get done. I may not have to go anywhere, but sometimes it's stuff on the computer that's, a bit urgent that I want to get done. And I don't want to lose sight of that. And so that was just kind of, that was what I was saying. Like, if you see something that needs to be done in the house, it doesn't need to be verbalized to me. Just do it and, get it done, or go grab it or whatever. And if you need the money for it, then, hey, can you give me a couple bucks on the dog food, or I got dog food, let's split it, whatever it is. And so that's where I was kind of going with that.
I think, but when and I told you this too, like when I am mentioning something to you, like, hey, we need to go get dog food, I'm not telling you to go get dog food. I'm saying it out loud so that it reminds me, because that's how I remember things. Sometimes I don't remember everything, but if I have a conversation about it with somebody, that's how I remember it. So if I keep doing that, it's to help remind me. I'm not telling you to do something. It's reminding me that it needs to get done.
Yeah, I didn't feel like that. I feel like it was just like, we need dog food, and then that was it. I'm like, just go get it. Like, just stop it, like leave a little early and get it. And I mean, I get that if that's how you remind yourself. I mean, I know that now. I don't know that I knew that then.
You did know that then, but I don't think you were taking it in that you did. You definitely did, because I've told you that with other things that aren't as pressing as this situation, or as this situation was for you.
Well, okay. I mean, I understand and get it. Yeah. Okay. I get it. So I guess that's kind of a boundary. Like, if one of us is feeling overwhelmed, we should say so, and then the other has to kind of pick up their end of the bargain. I guess that goes when people say in a relationship isn't 50-50. It depends on how the other person is doing that day. And I feel like that's 100% correct. Like, sometimes you gotta just 90-10. You don't have the extra 40. You just don't, because life. So yeah, I mean, I think that's a good boundary.
Yeah.
Or
I would agree.
Realization to come through.
I feel another 10 here, bro.
Oh, that's another thing we talked about.
You see it?
That's another thing.
Jesus.
Hey, welcome to your 30s. Wait till you get into your 40s. I need a t-shirt that says that. At any rate. I forgot what I was about to say.
Sorry. Something about boundaries.
Yep. Boundaries. And dang it, I had another kind of example surrounding boundaries. About going out. So we've had some instances that we've kind of talked about in the past about going out with friends, and the times that are fair, I guess, to be home. And so surrounding that, the going out thing, et cetera, what do you think is a fair boundary to set between me, and then a fair boundary to set between your friends, knowing that you're in a relationship and some of the people that you hang out with are single?
Oh, we've talked about this. Our boundary is what, 2 a.m?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, our boundary is 2 a.m. As long as I'm home by 2 a.m, or around that time, or in being what's the word I'm looking for? I didn't take my medicine. Just being communicative.
I mean, communicative
about, like, hey, I called the Uber, it's still not here yet, I'll be home around this time.
Yeah. No, I mean, yes, that I think that's fair, because I feel like some people just go out and be like, meh, and just go ghost. I don't think that's okay. And some people may argue with that fact, and some people may argue with the fact, like, I'm grown, I'll tell you nothing, but it's just a respecting your relationship. And I think that you have to set that boundary with your partner, whatever you feel comfortable with. Right. I think it's a thing, especially if you feel some kind of way about them going out. Some people don't care. I mean, I care, but I care for, like, safety. I just want to know you're okay. And then, yes, and I miss you, and like all those things.
Yeah.
And I think too, the harder part of that is setting the boundary with the people that you're out with. Excuse me. And just saying, hey, I need to be home at this time, or hey, like I don't want to spend the night, or I need to do that, whatever it is.
I
Like, right?
definitely
It's
say I
just
gotta go home. And it don't even be because just because of our boundary that we've set. It because I be ready to go. Like I be tired. I used to be able to stay out all night or whatever. By 11 o'clock, I be like, where is my bed? But I do tell my friends. We had a competition at Navy Pier a couple weeks ago, and they had a coaches party one of the nights, and I was sitting at the table with my friends like I need to leave here at 10:30 because I got an 8 o'clock session, so I need to be home by 11 so I can go to sleep.
Yeah.
So at this time, Terrell, if you coming, let's go.
Come on.
But I'm leaving at this time.
Yeah. And I think that's completely fair.
Yeah.
And they should be respectful.
They are respectful of it. Yeah. And they just be laughing or whatever.
You're
but what's so
older
funny,
than them,
I
right?
am older.
Yeah.
They don't realize that. They don't realize that.
Yeah.
Funny story. Remind me to, well, actually, I'll just tell it. So this girl who comes to the gym sometimes, she works at a different gym, but she comes back to the gym that she used to train at to just flip around a little bit. Well, this particular day, she had asked me if I was interested in adult gymnastics. And I had always kind of been interested in adult gymnastics and didn't know that it was available in Chicago, but apparently they're like trying to start like this league or whatever. And I was like, let me think about it, because I don't know. Like I was very mental about my gymnastics. Like I needed to be perfect, and I had my ways of doing that and making sure that I was consistent 98% of the time. And so I was like, let me just think about it. She was like, well, it's not like, I was like, I'm old, girl. She was like, girl, it's not like you like what, 35 or whatever. And I said, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry to disappoint you. I will be 35 this year. She's like, oh my God, I thought you were 26. So, yeah, I am older than the people that I hang out with at work, especially. And they don't realize because I don't look it. And I seem very like jovial a lot of the times, but some of the times I just be like run down because I'd be so tired. But
do you think it's gotten older for you to set boundaries in your personal life and your relationships with your parents, with your sisters, etc., as you've gotten older?
What's the question?
Do you think it's gotten easier to set boundaries with all those people that I've named as you've gotten older? And if so, why do you think?
Has it gotten easier? I feel like I've been pretty good at setting boundaries with friends when it comes to like my time and stuff like that. It hasn't been easy with partners setting boundaries, like romantic partners. But because I don't be wanting to hurt nobody's feelings. And like I was with what I thought were like some really good dudes, and I was trying to be the ride or die type of female in some of those relationships. So it was harder for me to set boundaries then. But to answer your question, has it gotten easier? I would say so, because I'm unapologetic about it. Like I'm sleepy. Unless you want me in this corner snoozing, I gotta go. I can't even keep my eyes open.
Do you think if heaven forbid nothing's gonna happen, but I'm just putting some thoughts out here, if you ended up in a different relationship and it was a male relationship, do you think that it would be now easier, since you've had this, what I assume to be a pretty decent and communicatively open, easier, quote unquote, to talk to each other relationship? Do you think it would be easier to set boundaries now with another person after this?
I would think so. I think I would probably, if I was to get in a relationship with somebody else, I would kind of model that relationship after what I've learned in this relationship.
And what is it that you've learned?
I mean, communication,
yeah,
honesty, boundaries, making sure that our relationship is safe. I think those are really key things in a relationship to help prolong the relationship and make it work.
Yeah.
And so those things I would bring back to other relationships.
Do you think people would be as open?
At this age, I'm hoping so, because I'm not dating. I wouldn't be dating or trying to get in a relationship with anybody super young. I would think that whoever I would be with, wow,
Okay.
wow, who was that?
Noel. Sorry, y'all. That was my phone ringing.
Oh my God. I don't even know what I was saying. I would think that I would be, entertaining mature enough people to be able to have difficult conversations, willing to have a great communication, and just be wanting to do whatever it takes in the relationship for it to make it work. Like, we know each other's like love languages and things of that nature, and what needs to be done in order for each other to feel safe in a relationship, and I would want the same in any relationship moving forward.
So this is like a benchmark. Like, if it's not this or better,
then I don't want it. I don't want it.
No, that makes sense. And so,
what about for you? Are you asking me all these questions?
I mean, I'm just making conversation, trying to, get into your head. You can ask me some questions.
Oh, I want the same answers. Like, what? So as you've gotten older in the past relationships that you've been in, have you found it easier for you to set boundaries and things of the nature?
With certain things, yes. I remember when I was in my 20s and I was just passive about everything because I didn't want to hurt people's feelings, or I didn't want to get into conflict. But you realize as you get older, when you are passive about stuff that really bothers you, it builds up, and it doesn't do anybody any good, because eventually it's going to come out one way or the other. So it's really best to address it. I also think, just as Black women, we try not to cause conflict because we don't want to be seen as the angry Black woman. And so that stops us from speaking our mind, and speaking our mind is okay. You can always say something. You can say whatever you want, is just how you say it. You know what I'm saying? You can say whatever you want. You just have to frame it in a light that people can receive. And that means not being accusatory. That means not pointing the finger, or however you want to do it. And so it has gotten easier, yes, to speak my mind.
It hasn't?
And set boundaries. Yes. You think this is good.
This is?
Yes. That's why I say I still have issues with it, but it takes me a while, and you have to prompt me, and then I eventually do. Whereas before, I wouldn't say anything. I just would be like, no, I'm good. No, I'm good. No, I'm good. No, I'm good.
Yeah. Because I feel like now it's like it's coming up a lot more of your passiveness.
Yeah.
And my next question was like, how long do you think it'll take for you to be comfortable with saying what you want to say and speaking your mind? And
I don't know, because it's, go ahead.
Keep going.
I don't know. I hope sooner than later. But it is something that I am always like working on, even if I have to like write a letter that I have. It takes me a little while to organize my thoughts. I want to think about it. I don't want to make a knee-jerk kind of decision. If I say it now, it's going to come off badly. So all of those things factor into me, excuse me, not necessarily being able to say something right then and there.
But in our relationship, have I ever made it apparent that you hurt my feelings when you set boundaries or say what you want to say? Or has it been in past relationships where you've had conversations and it just didn't go the right way?
I think it's been in past relationships where I would have conversations, but I didn't, like, I would just drop it because I didn't want to friggin' argue. And so with you've never made it an unsafe space where I couldn't say what I wanted to say. I think, again, it just goes back to not wanting to speak my mind or say things that'll hurt your feelings.
Yeah.
And like I said, you can say whatever you want. So I always want to figure out a way to say it that is either inclusive of both of us, because it literally takes two people to tango, right? Cause and effect. It's not just you. There's something in there that's me too, and I need to reflect on that. But also, I don't want to hurt I don't want to hurt your feelings. Like, I don't want, excuse me. And I could say something that comes off wrong if I say it too fast and I'm not ready. So, I mean, I appreciate the fact that usually you'll ask me and then you'll say, "Are you not ready yet?" And I'll be like, "Okay, no, I'm not ready yet." And then that gives me time to get ready. In that process, I'm not avoidant, or I'm not wanting to be around you, or I'm not giving the cold shoulder. I'm just quiet, really just trying to reflect on what I want to say and how I want to say it, because I also feel like I more so have far more expectations of you than you may have of me, and I don't know that that's necessarily fair. But I don't want it to come off like, damn, I'm just, nothing is ever correct. I just can't be like I just can't get it right. I don't want it to come off like that either. So sometimes I don't necessarily, I might not say something or what's bothering me, because it's not worth it. It's like picking your battles. I don't want to get into it with you every single day. Not that I would, but you can find something about anybody to be nitpicky with every single day. But at the end of the day, it's not worth it. It's not worth it.
Do you feel like because I have those moments too where I'm picking my battles. I pick my battles every day.
Yeah.
And I think with me, I learned that I'm just going to say what I need to say, and not necessarily do damage control later, but I'm going to think about what I have to say for the most part, especially dealing with you, because we've talked about before, I don't want to say anything that's going to hurt your feelings. So I'll play it over and over in my head anyway. I think that's like the neurodivergent part of me anyway, but I'm more comfortable saying what I got to say to you than I feel like you are to me. And I don't know if it's because I've been doing work on my own and not just using the side conversation that I have in my head to help, but I've also been seeking a mental health professional, and that's been helping me organize my thoughts. And even dealing with our relationship, I mention things to her and it helps me like gather like, oh, okay, so this is the way that I navigated it in a way that wasn't healthy or could have gone about it a different way. But you don't have that person yet. Do you feel like it's something that you're more inclined to look into now, or is that just something that, when you feel like you need to do that, then you'll make that adjustment?
I like, you brought the therapy thing up to me, and I want to start by saying that I'm not opposed to it. But I always sit there and think, like, if I go to therapy, what would be the topic of conversation?
They're just gonna get to know you first.
Yes, no, absolutely. I've been before. I mean, it was couples, but I've been. But you also, I feel like when I've gone before, there were specific things that we were going for, and I could pinpoint. I feel like that it's okay that I just don't blurt it out and say it, because, again, processing and making sure that I don't say anything that's hurtful.
I don't think it's anything wrong with that either. I don't want you to feel like there's that I feel like there's something wrong with that.
Saying something that's hurtful?
No, blurting it out.
But then if I blurt it out, it might be hurtful. That's the thing.
Possibly.
And what if it is?
Then it is, and we work past it. You come back and apologize later. I come back and apologize later to you all the time.
I mean, I do as well.
So then I feel like this could be another situation where, like, hey, what I said and the way that I said it, I'm sorry. I'm sorry for hurting your feelings if I did, or,
I guess I'm of the mindset of, like, when you put it out there in the atmosphere, that you can't take that shit back. And and it's mainly surrounding, towards the end of my last relationship, things that were said about my father, who was deceased by my then significant other. And so, that was it. Like it hurt, but it hurt in the way that I couldn't believe that even in the state that she was in, she parted her lips to say that.
Yeah.
It doesn't like haunt me or anything like that. So,
But you
when I
can't
think,
believe that somebody
yes,
that close to you would say something like that.
yes,
I
even
get it.
even in the throes of breaking up, it's just like, it's like honor amongst thieves almost. Like it's just certain shit you just don't say to people. And so
I'm gonna ask you what that was later.
I can tell you what it was.
Okay.
So my father passed away 2018 from cancer. And she said something to the effect of, you better be careful. You don't want to pass away like your father of cancer, or something like that. It was something surrounding that whole thing. And so, just knowing in the moment, like how that made me feel, like I don't want to say, and I don't even think I would part my lips to say anything that bad, but words carry weight. And there's instances like I could say something to you and then be like, 3 hours later, like, I'm really sorry. I just didn't mean to say that. But I can't take it back. It's out there. And now, you got to sit with it maybe, or feel some kind of way about it.
With me, I forget things. I move on so fast and easily.
But do you think that's okay though?
I don't know if it's okay, but I feel like it's a coping mechanism that I have lived with my entire life. But I think that the main point of me bringing this up is like, yes, there might be things that you are concerned about saying and blurting out without taking the time to reflect and, gather your thoughts around it. But the reasons why you feel like you have to do that is because of your past experiences. And I don't want those past experiences to hinder your growth in this area.
Yeah.
And I feel like it is.
Got it.
It's not about what you say and how you say it. I'm concerned more so about your past relationship and situations dictating how you are with me.
Okay. I mean, I hear you and I understand that. I think to a degree it should be that way, but not on anything that has a negative impact or outcome.
Right.
Because you're supposed to learn from, past shit.
And move forward.
Yeah. Received. We are at an hour.
Oh yes, come on. We got stuff to do, girl.
I know we about to go get your
tragus. I need new more. Wow. I'm so old. I just got a cramp in my hip. Jesus.
Oh Lord, we gonna get her in the gym, Father. We gonna get her in the gym. All right, can you sit down? Can we end the show?
I cramped. I need to sit.
Okay, y'all. Until next time, since she can't.
I can come back down. I just needed it to release. You know how cramps work.
Old as hell over here, boy. Hey, I've been telling you, get that ass in the gym. At least stretch. Yoga?
Yeah, no, I'm fine.
You okay?
I'm fine.
All right.
I'm fine.
Okay. Well.
I do need to get in the gym. I think about my back all the time because I want this back piece, but I don't want like my rolls and everything in the way.
You don't have rolls.
I do have rolls.
No, you don't.
I do.
You have a very nice back. And front too.
Y'all, until next time, we see y'all later.
Peace.
Where are we going to get my tray?
She's stuck inside my mental. She got a body like a temple. Even though she drives me crazy, I tell everyone that's my baby. She's pretty like a 4K sunset, blue-eyed baby from the Midwest. Body so bad when she undressed. If I was your ex, I'd be upset. Little did he know I was up next. Big brown boy with the big